What the fuck? Yeah, that's good. Mm. So bro, you just need momentum, then all this stuff is easy and fun. Now, this title means exactly what it means. The past week I've been the most productive, the most purposeful, literally the best I've ever been. I'm not here to boast about my successes, even though maybe a little bit. But the thing is, I want to teach you how I did that. And the thing that I did this past week is what I call momentum. I know that for now, momentum is hard for you to comprehend, and it's perfectly normal. That is because you're an absolute fucking dumbass. That is because you didn't explain what momentum is. You didn't have like 3 days. Maybe you did, but you never had like a week when you only did the good thing, when you only was so productive, so focused in your work and things that literally matter to you. You didn't really know what it is because you don't know how it feels to have it and how life is when you have momentum. And I will teach you how I destroyed my lifestyle, my old lifestyle, and how I build up momentum from where I started a week before to where I am now. Momentum is not all there is to this shit. And now let's talk about the fun and easy part. The biggest reason why you couldn't build momentum up is because the things that you're doing, the good things obviously, are not that fun to you. They're not things you enjoy doing. Now let's talk about the fun and easy part. Bro, the biggest reason why you can't build momentum up is because you're doing things you don't enjoy doing. You're doing things that you feel like you're kind of forced to, and that was why you cannot build momentum in the long term. Of course, if you do these things, it's great, but when you think about it, will you be able to do these things for years from now on and never stop doing them? If you don't enjoy them, of course you will not be able to do that. And this is the biggest reason why you can't build momentum up. Now let's take the example of school. In school, sometimes we get fucking stupid ass books we have to read and recap and get assignments on them. And when you have this book, you never think to yourself like, shit, I actually enjoy reading this book, bro. You always like, bro, I'm so bored about this shit, bro. You feel like forced to, obligated to read it, and then you don't really understand what you're reading and just fucking boring. And the reason I brought this example is that you do not want to do the same shit with your life. You do not want to force yourself to do stuff you don't want to do, you don't like doing, and hope it will get better. Bro, do you think that reading these dumbass books at school will get better? Someday you will be like, fuck, let's go get to read that shit. No way, bro. So always think about the long term. If you don't enjoy doing the things you are doing right now, then stop doing it and choose something else. Let's take the reading part about reading at home. If you're like me, literally yesterday I didn't even know it. That's why I'm teaching you this. If you were reading before just for the sake of reading, just because you have reading in your schedule, so you take a book, you read, and you never really think about it. You just read the same book until you finish it. This is the bad thing about reading that our parents, our school, literally anyone taught us. We are taught to take a book and we cannot read anything else until we finish the book. And if you don't even want to read the book, what's the fucking point in reading it? And that's why so many of us stop reading, because it's boring, like it's not fun. You don't understand why other people are like able to read and all that shit. You're like, fuck me, I just can't, it's boring, it's not for me. Well, the thing is, it is for you, reading is for everyone, but we're doing it wrong. We're doing it the boring way, we're doing it the way we don't really like it. If there's a book that's really interesting, you're obviously gonna read it because it's interesting. This is off topic, but I'll teach you literally like in a fast way the best way to read a book. I don't have many books. I only took one book to the vocation that I am right now. If you have many books, just think about the thing you are curious about. If you're curious about sleep, about diet, about the mindset, about the right mindset for money, literally about anything that you're curious about and you have a book. Take that book, read the part you're curious about to actually like answer all of your questions, and read and make it the only way you read. You only read about things you actually want to read about. Because if you do so and you implement other tactics for attention, like implementing the thing that you wanted to know, reading out loud, reading and taking notes about it as well, you will get so much farther with all this shit. It's still very important for you to know that you won't be able to build momentum up with the shit you don't want to do. So that's why I brought this up. Now let me tell you my story and how I got to this point. So I think it was December 2020. I was on a Discord server when there's a guy who just recommended another server, a server of copywriting. I didn't even know at that point what the fuck copywriting was. I was just like, okay, maybe I'll try. So I went to the server, what a few calls and all that. I really liked the server. I started to understand what copywriting was, and I honestly I liked it. There was a wholesome community, and I had the motivation to do it because I thought it's gonna be my first side hustle. The thing is, the community there was awesome. The guy teaching us, his name is Mr. Blue, he's a motherfucking G, bro. He's like the agitator of copyright. I think it was valuable for me being in that environment, and I learned a lot of stuff, even though it's not what I'm gonna do in the future. And I'll tell you how I came to the realization that this wasn't for me. So where was I? Yeah, I just joined the server. I really liked how it was, and for the next 6 to 7 months, I really was in copywriting. I was in and out, of course. Like I wasn't very consistent in that shit, but I participated in most of the lectures. I think there was like about around 20 with small lessons and all that shit. I probably spent like over a few hundreds of hours on that server, so I learned a lot, which is good because copywriting is really helpful for marketing, everything like that, so I can sell stuff better to you guys. So how I came to the realization that this wasn't for me is that after months of being in the shit and having the mindset that this is literally the only way I will be able to do anything, this is the only way I will start making my career online. Finally to giving up on copywriting. I didn't give up on copywriting because I knew that I couldn't do it, but the thing that saved me is I heard if you really want to be successful, you have to choose a thing, a business, a side hustle that you could do for free for 10 years. Now think about what you're doing. If you have a side hustle or anything like I did before, and now ask yourself, could you do it for free for 10 fucking years? Honestly, I had to journal about this because I couldn't know, like I didn't know if I could, like, because I liked it, but it wasn't so fun at the same time. No, I kind of felt constrained to do it. So you really have to journal about it to figure out. Because after I journaled, I was like, maybe it's not a thing for me, but I didn't know yet. So you know what I ended up choosing? I chose YouTube and copywriting at the same time. I was like, fuck it, let's do both. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna have a side hustle and YouTube is gonna be great. Spoiler alert, never choose two side hustles, two businesses at once. This is the dumbest thing you could do, because your attention cannot be divided into two separate paths. It will not work for you, and then you won't succeed in any of them. And I didn't know that. I thought this was such a smart decision. I felt like I was proud of myself and shit. And you know what? At the end, I didn't do progress in any of them for a few weeks. Then one night, from out of nowhere, I was laying in bed, and then I was like, is this really the way? Like, can I really do two businesses at once? I got up, I opened my laptop, and I started journaling. Honestly, I think I can find probably it's called Is YouTube Worth It? The answer now is I don't know. I know for sure if I dedicate myself totally in copywriting, that that I'll be successful in that field for sure. That success in YouTube is way more rewarded, and I will actually enjoy doing it and helping other guys just like me to get to the top. So two totally different paths. So copywriting is a sure path. Of course, not an easy one because there are tons of things to learn and master. YouTube is an unsure path. Hamza is saying that anyone can do it if they make it a priority and give it all their energy and time, learning, recording, etc. He said that nobody can fail if they truly want it and put in the work and the time. So, see my mindset about this? I was sure that I could do in copywriting because our people in the server were making it, and then I chose it. I decided to opt for one. So there is only one option. Now I realized I can't do both. Copywriting or YouTube, I have to choose. I want to succeed in one. If I want to succeed in one, I have to sacrifice the other. Successful people put intention in one area only, so I can focus on two totally different businesses. See, my mindset at that time was already right. I was right about this. You can't focus on two businesses at once. You're just not made like that. It's not possible. If you do it, you won't succeed in any of them. Choose one, even if it's really hard for now. Choose the one you feel is right. Everything is now clear. I have to choose one, stick with it, and work hard in the area only. Fuck, this is tough. Fuck me, man. I don't know. One is sure, the other feels actually right and has more benefits only if I can become successful. This is a limiting belief. I should have known that you and I can become successful in anything we put our intention and work to. Anything that we truly everything that we truly want to have and we truly believe we can do, we will be able to do it. This is not wrong because if you truly believe it, you truly can achieve it. I learned this from many guys. Everyone that put in the work and the will achieved what they wanted. So we can too. So honestly, I have to choose the one I want. It doesn't matter if one has a high rate of success of the time put in and the result. Most important is to follow your gut, aka your purpose. I have to align everything to my purpose, and my purpose feels closer to a job as a YouTuber than a copywriter. So this means literally one thing. I have to choose YouTube. Purpose is the single most important thing in a man's life. If I don't follow it, I will deeply regret it later. Even if I don't get as successful as I will being a copywriter, I don't care because what matters is living a fulfilling life close to your purpose. Final answer, I choose YouTube. This is how I came to the conclusion that YouTube is the path for me. I follow my gut, I follow my purpose, I'm happier than ever. The exact moment when I did the decision between copywriting and YouTube, I felt a relief. I felt like a huge weight off my chest. Like for once in my life, I had like a clear direction to do something about. It was an amazing, truly heart revealing moment. And I'm glad I did that because if I wouldn't, first of all, I wouldn't be there, and I won't be there to help you guys. I will probably had stuck for both for a long time until I finally decided to choose one. So follow my example, bro. If there's things you really don't know which one to do, follow your gut. Follow which one is the most fun for you, first of all, because the one that is most fun for you is the one that you can do the longest and the best and work the most on it. So really make sure you only have one path to go. If that path doesn't work, it's alright, bro. Just choose another one, but never leave yourself two paths, because then you won't go anywhere. This was a little bit of side talk. After choosing it, this is where my momentum started building up. The first day after choosing it, I think I've done a video that day. I think it was cut out of the distractions. I think I did the same day, like the next morning of the day I chose YouTube. So after that, my productivity, my how I feel is being so great. I'm honestly shocked that this is how easily it can work for you too. If I've done it, if my dumbass could build momentum up just from doing one important decision, so can you, bro. I know this video has been really serious. Now let's let's end this shit up. So do the things that are good for you, that are fun for you. But if you truly want momentum in those things and achieve great success in them, what you are doing has to be fun. It has. Otherwise, you won't be able to do it long term, and your momentum that you're building will just break, and you won't achieve anything. So in conclusion, you just need momentum, then all this stuff is easy and fun. This is true. Momentum will make everything easy and fun, but the momentum has to build in the things that you actually enjoy doing, in the things that you find your purpose in, and the things that you're like, I can't wait to do them tomorrow again. So this is the message I wanted to give you. My name is Aronas, and if you truly want success in everything you do, join me on my journey to the top. Take care, bro. Mwah.